Guess I will just start this and... Oh, and I use my amazing timer again, even though there's really no use for it. So essentially I can beat the game, but this is like the last boss where I'm heading right now, but last time I tried this I just died quite miserably, so I think I'm just gonna leave and get some stuff maybe even grind some levels.
Yeah, you're on the last boss. But, yeah, you may need to level a little bit.
Yeah, I'm also low on items, like I don't really have any Phoenix Stones left. Doesn't really help either.
Yeah.
No, enemies don't scale to your level in this game. That's only in FF8 as far as I can tell. In essentially every other FF game, they just have a fixed level. I can't actually even use this magic or an item to leave this place. I have to probably just go back all the way myself. Normally you can use an item to just leave the dungeon immediately, but for some reason I can't do this here.
So even when your party falls completely, you just start where you died?
Exactly, so it's really... it's very convenient.
That's nice.
You know, maybe somebody can tell me later who even this end boss is. Like, apparently he's called Zemus or Zeromus, but I have no idea where he's from or what his intentions are or anything. I mean, maybe it's because I never really read any dialogue, but I don't know. Maybe the game doesn't just really make it clear either what this end boss even is all about. I mean, maybe it's just kind of like FF8, where Ultimecia doesn't really have too much of a backstory either. It's could just be all rather foggy.
I'm looking up the strategy now.
You know, actually there's currently some marathon going on in California called Californiathon, and earlier on they actually had FF4 on it, but on the SNES version, and I just happened to see some of the game on the SNES version, and starting of it actually looks quite different, like just the entire interface. But I could like recognize the actual game, like what part of the game they were in and stuff. Was quite interesting.
I will never understand how people have the time to sit here and write a complete walkthrough for these games.
Well, I don't really know either.
This one I'm looking at is so intricate and like well put together.
You know, actually I think it's better if I die than just escape, because if I escape, I also always lose money, but if I just die, I lose nothing, so... In a way it's actually better to just die than to get away. Well, I think so. I can just leave the entire place, but apparently I can't use the magic to escape. You know, you can normally use teleports or use an item called emergency exits, but for some reason I can't use that right now. So I just have to go back all the way, it seems. You know, I guess once I'm gonna get out, I'll get some items like Phoenix Sounds and stuff. And then I'm probably gonna grind some time and potentially even do some optional stuff in this dungeon. Because I saw some optional bosses here that I tried, but I couldn't really fight. Or I couldn't really defeat at least. Because I'm still apparently very underleveled.
This walkthrough I'm reading, it says he was, most of his characters were level 61, 62.
I see.
Aren't you in your 50s now?
Yeah, I think someone actually hasn't even reached level 50 yet. You know, the good thing is that this the battles are quite fast. If this were like FF9, this would be much more painful to go through. Yeah, Edge is only level 48, so he hasn't even reached level 50 yet.
Yeah, the lowest level is 58.
Yeah. Oh, I can use teleport now, that's good. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm still on the moon, so I'm just gonna leave. And then go back to the earth and buy stuff there. It seems there actually is no, there's no tone on the moon. So I probably have to go back all the way to the earth. So I'm back on the earth in a minute or so, and then we'll buy some stuff. Yeah, I think there's another cave on the moon I haven't been to, but I need to really first get some stuff. I think I actually have just one Phoenix Stone left or something. Maybe even no Phoenix Stone at all, and that would be bad. I need to just restock on stuff. So what even is the last town in this place? Like what store actually has good stuff if I wanted to buy stuff? I probably need to find out at some point. I mean, I guess if I just want to buy Phoenix Stones I can go to like any town, but maybe I should buy some good armor somewhere as well. Hey, Carl Zeiss.
It says in Hummingway Cave you can buy elixirs, ethers.
Interesting. I probably need to find that cave though first.
I wasn't sure if you had found that one yet. That's just the last one on this list, so I figure it's the best.
Well, I don't know. Fuzzy's advice seems to not have been that great anyway. That's it.
Punk Fozzie wasn't from Sesame Street, he was a Muppet.
Hey, you beaver. So you said I should go to this what cave again?
The Hummingway Cave?
Do you know if that's on the overworld or in the underworld?
Let me look. It says on the lunar surface south of the Crystal Palace.
Oh, so it's actually on the moon.
Yeah. You need to land on more brown looking part of the moon. The cave is set into the gray wall. Punk is the moon cave you're talking about, the moon cave I'm talking about. It says you have to like land in front of the entrance of the cave, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's this case. This cave I'm currently heading
I
towards.
think that's it.
Yeah, I'll find out. Hey, metallic guy. No, that's not what I said. I just said that this enemy looks kind of like a colon, doesn't it? It's it's all I don't know, rather spooky looking. Oh, this is Lair of the Father. I guess this is not the White Cave.
Hmm.
But I haven't really done stuff here anyway, so I guess I could just try and find stuff in this cave first.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything on the moon has pretty good stuff in it. Most of these things just say it's south of the Crystal Palace. Land the lunar well on the ground, not the gray raised portion of the moon, and enter the cave. Let me look up a map. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at a map. It's like directly below the Crystal Palace.
Oh, I see.
It's just a tiny little like circle blocked off from everything else.
Hey, Mr. Dog. Yeah, I actually think I like this game a bit more than I used to, and I don't know, if you play this game long enough I guess you can enjoy it. Well, I want to get all the stuff in this cave right now. I mean, I was in this cave at some point earlier, but I haven't really done much in this cave yet, it seems. Well, I guess I could probably better have a soft lock counter, but I don't know. So for some reason I'm missing some map percentage on this map, I'm not sure where though. No, I haven't beaten this game yet. Oh, on the left wall. I mean, this place has a quite high encounter rate as well, it seems. I'm not too fond of that. Oh, I found the hidden spots. Well, I actually don't know what the last names are. I just know what the first names are. So, you'll have to decide yourself if that's Kane Highwind or not. Oh, is that looking to Bedroki? Do you know more about Bedroki now? Oh, and I pressed the wrong thing. I'm back on Earth now. I don't really like how this spaceship doesn't really have any intuitive controls. If you just press the wrong thing, you just go back to Earth or back to the moon. It's kind of annoying.
Did you know about that kind of?
Yeah, I've heard about it. Wasn't he like a guy who like built some kind of acid bomb that he wanted to send to Björk? Or is that another guy? I'm not sure.
That might have been another guy. Go down from where you're at. Open the map.
Yeah. So apparently it's like this place here, right? With the crystal?
No, go down from that.
Oh.
There's like a little circular area that you can't get into south of where you're at. See it there? Down and to the right. Oh.
Oh.
There it is. I can't tell with the stream like where. Yes, that one right.
How do I get into this though?
I think
Oh, I can just land here it seems.
Yeah. No, there was a guy that committed suicide because she wouldn't let him. I don't even know if she knew who he was, but he filmed it, and the video's out there somewhere. I've never seen it, but
I
like
see.
blows his brains out. Okay, it's one of these guys. I think it said it's the guy on the right. We'll sell you some items.
Oh yeah, they sell stuff, but stuff is quite expensive. Like, an elixir costs 50,000 gil. I cannot even afford a single one. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I think that's the only place you can buy that kind of stuff, though. Holy crap. was looking to see if there was a way to reduce their prices, but all I'm getting are search results about fixing windshields.
Sounds interesting. A movie that's seen with a pie. Sounds interesting.
You've never seen American Pie, kind of?
No, I've only heard of it, I've never seen it.
It's okay, you can live without seeing it. They made like 1,000 of them after that.
Oh really?
Yeah, like American Pie 1, 2, and 3, and then something about a wedding, and then band camp, and then it just went off the rails.
I see.
It started the whole vulgar teen comedy craze. I'm still not sure how some of those game mechanics work. For example, why sometimes the prayer doesn't work. Hey, Apojime. Well, where else should one spend Easter if not on the moon? Oh, I see. Interesting.
So apparently at some level Rosa should also learn Holy, but it seems maybe still some kind of way, some bit away, because I don't know, she's level 52 right now, but I assume it's probably gonna take a couple of levels until she learns Holy. Sounds like a great dream, Punk. You know, last night I had a dream, and for some reason I dreamed I was at a Starbucks, and I ordered something that didn't contain coffee, and I was given like a glass of water with sugar in it, and apparently I liked it. It's kind of weird how if you like dream, you actually eat something or drink something, you can like actually taste it in your dreams. And it tastes actually quite good. I wonder how that actually works. Yeah, I remember like I've dreamed of eating and drinking stuff before in my dreams, but I wonder how that works psychologically and physiologically, how your brain can just give you impressions of taste in your dreams. Well, I mean, I dreamed I was having a drink of water with sugar at a Starbucks. Like, how should I try that? Should I go to a Starbucks and order water and with sugar there? Well, I don't really know what Starbucks serves. I just know I probably don't like it. I mean, as I said, I've been there before, but I've never ordered anything there. Hey, Aki. No, I never tried Starbucks. I mean, I don't even like coffee, so why should I try Starbucks? That frankly doesn't make too much sense to me. I also think I should maybe just quick save more often, because I don't really feel the need to have my game crashing on me all the time. Oh, an enemy ambush. Interesting. Also, you know, this other guy, Trouble Loco, he's from New Zealand, and somebody told me I should ask the Charlie guy about the alleged I don't know what really to call it, but apparently there's some kind of dispute between Australians and New Zealanders. Is there any truth to that? Rugby, that's a thing in New Zealand and or Australia. Well, who even knows rugby teams, to be honest? That was kind of weak. These enemies must have quite a lot of HP, because they haven't actually died yet. Am I lonely? Are you lonely? Do you want to be guest on my show?
I'm just being quiet.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to completely ruin the stream.
That was a lot of XP though, I like it. Oh, another spooky hidden passageway. How many B items do I have so far? Do I ever have truly enough B items? Probably never. It's never enough B items. You know, the B item greed is just unstoppable. It's... I don't know. It will never be enough. Yeah, they look really quite like Rayquaza, don't they? Only they aren't green. But I guess that's fine. How much HP do they have though? They must have just way too much HP.
At this point, it's like you're fighting bosses, even though you're just randoming them.
Yeah, in many FF games, like late game, the bosses aren't actually that strong. It's just that the random enemies are probably way stronger than the bosses. So also in most games, bosses don't actually give you any XP. So it's kind of like a I mean, you can't really fight the enemies because they're too strong, and the bosses which you can defeat, they don't give you any XP. So it's, I mean, in this game you get XP from bosses, but in most, like in FF8 or FF9, bosses don't even give you XP. So if you can't even beat the enemies, but you can beat the bosses, you just kind of make the entire thing go. You just make it kind of like worse because you can't beat the enemies, but you can beat the bosses. Then you just progress with the game, but you can't beat the enemies later anyway. So it's, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's the same encounter. Maybe I should do something about this. Maybe I should like play this a bit more defensively.
The gold dragon has 16,400 health, and the silver dragon has 15,000.
That's quite a lot. It seems even if I play defensively, these enemies are just kind of too strong. So I guess I'll just die again. Because I don't want to run away and lose skill. Yes, I'm in the moon. This is actually the final part of the game, the moon. This is the final dungeon, actually.
So I'm reading this thing that says if you're on the moon already, a neat trick to do is use a siren on the surface of the moon to force a battle against the abyss worm. You kill them in one hit by casting break, and they get 48,000 experience.
I guess I'll try that. But I need to probably leave this place again. You mean on the surface of the moon? So like outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need oh, you've got sirens.
Yeah, I've got enough of those. So apparently this is a I'm just in front of some kind of shrine with an optional boss, it seems. I've already seen them last time.
Is this the floating eye?
This is White Dragon.
Oh.
Which looks more like a snake than a dragon, actually. Some kind of weird snake. Wait, see you, Pojime. Don't die while you're eating or on the way to eating or stuff like that.
love how everything has a counterattack.
Yeah. This thing seems way out of my league right now, because it just very easily out-damages me.
Yeah, he's putting hurting for sure.
You know, it's kind of pointless how he counters with slow if I already have slow no characters. It's kind of a waste of time. Oh hey Fuzzy.
There he is. Yes, the White Dragon has 32,000 health.
Oh. So this seems actually quite useful, in case my game doesn't crash, to kill those abyss worms / colons with break.
He didn't give nearly as much as EXP as this other one says.
Well, actually I think they do, because in this game the XP is shared, so if you multiply the amount by 5 you probably get 44,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes. It was just saying per person gets 9,600.
Exactly. I actually think I can buy sirens in this other place. So this might be an easy way to level up a bit, because it just dies in one hit. It gives quite a bit of XP. Who's with me? What do you mean by that? So I think I'm going back to this other cave to actually buy sirens there, or rather to this town, because sirens seem really useful.
Look at all those levels.
Yeah. Oh, you mean who's speaking to me? That's fake, man. You mean I should go, yeah, I should get Yang back? Can I actually do that? Well, that is unfortunate indeed, but actually I have some items that I haven't really used yet, you know. Which of these abilities are actually useful? I have Level Lust, I have Bless, Bard Song, Draw. What even does Draw attacks? I have literally no idea what any of those things do. And I haven't used those yet.
I think draw attack just directs enemies' attacks towards one person in particular.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, that might make sense. Kinda sounds like it. So I'm going to buy more sirens, because they seem really useful. But they're actually kind of costly. They cost 3,000 a piece. Maybe I should sell something. Wow, a Megalix is worth 325,000 gil. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. That's ridiculous. I mean, I only have one, but still. 325,000 gil for one Megalixer? That sounds really ridiculous.
Times are hard up on the moon, I guess.
Yeah. I can only afford 18 sirens, and I guess I'm gonna get those. And just use them all up. You have to wait, you have to drink English breakfast. Well, you could try just drinking something else, like, I don't know, Coke. mean, the nice thing is that you can actually level up quite quickly, it seems. You know, but if this were like a Sega Chief F7 mod, I would call this a poverty mod, because also in this game, enemies don't really give you much money. This is quite severe poverty again. You get like 1,000 gills per battle, and that's really not enough to cover your expenses. Well, maybe there are guild farming strats. What would they be, if you know?
Gill strat? Alright, let me see.
Well, maybe there's a way to farm gil in this game more easily, because I don't really have enough gil to actually buy stuff.
Well, there's thunder dragons in the passage of the Eidolons. You can kill them and they drop gold hairpins which sell for 10,000 gil.
Oh, that sounds neat. Maybe I should go there.
And it also says you can sell your megalixir for 325,000 gil.
Yeah, I already noticed that. Do you only get one in the game though? Is there like another one?
I don't know, let me see.
Hey.
Oh,
Still
hey.
not done.
Huh?
So I guess you're. So I guess you're farming now.
Yeah, I'm farming stuff right now. How are you?
Doing just fine. I actually just stopped. I was actually practicing the FF7 run,
I see.
but I was running the game at double speed. So because of that, I accidentally died at Motorball, so I decided to take a break.
Sounds funny.
Because right now I'm just basically getting a lot of saves just to practice individual splits.
I see.
Also, because I used joystick key to have my gamepad running, at one point I realized, like when I actually press a key on the pad, I actually send two inputs, one on my keyboard and one on my gamepad.
I see.
So when I So when I was doing the squats, I kept missing, and I was wondering what the why is this happening? Makes no sense. But then I realized it afterwards. Yeah, I was actually sending 2 inputs. Before I forget, I'm gonna shut that off. The gamepad keys.
So it says you only get like 2 megalixirs the entire game.
Wow.
The original game didn't even have any.
That's interesting.
So, I mean, I guess if you think you're not going to use them, you could always sell them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. How do you even use augment? Do you I noticed I've actually found stuff on the ground that's called like some kind of augment, but I'm not sure if I actually if I've used augment in a way.
Yeah, it was also saying something about some sort of ability you can have that gives you more deal.
Oh, I see.
That may be the way to do it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
Key item. Then equip them in ability.
I mean, the key items I have, you can see them right now. They don't really seem really useful. Like level lust. I'm not sure what level lust is. I'm not sure what bless is. I also don't know what Bart song is. You know, analyze seems rather straightforward if I can interpret this game.
It's called Gill Farmer.
Oh, I don't have that.
It's Troya found in the members only area of the pub.
I wonder what the speedrun strat for the final boss is. I'm still gonna look at it. Maybe it'll help you.
Well, I guess I can save and try those items. You miss Fine Lines? Fine Lines and his Fine Lines stories. Well, I'm sure he's going to return at some point, so you can listen to more of his exciting stories.
So I went to the FF student wiki.
Yes.
And then I clicked the link. For the FF4 PC speedrun, the record, and it's actually a Final Fantasy V speedrun.
Oh, that sounds
Nice.
interesting.
Oh wait, it actually has both. Okay, the video has like both games. That's not confusing at all.
Hey Xmog. I think this level last ability is quite useful because I get more XP now. That's really gonna be useful. No, I think the way I gave the abilities away is kinda useful. Just gonna stick with it.
I think the average level in the speedrun is like 45, from what I can see. I'm actually just gonna see and what it actually does against Zeromus.
Oh yeah, I guess I could put Cecil into the back row, or like, you know, I'm not even attacking right now. I don't really need anyone in the front row, but I can't do that. You can only change if you have 2 or 3 front row and back row characters. So let's do that.
Okay, so he opens up with Bless. Okay, Thundagon Kane killing him. What's going on here? Raise on Kane. Haste on haste on all. Haste March. Berserk on Kane.
Yes, I equip level lust.
Reflect on all.
I think I'll actually go get some gil next.
Yeah, Kane's just dealing 5k damage
I see.
with every attack. I wonder exactly why, since I haven't played this version of the game, but...
So, you said I can go get gil from those dragons, thunder dragons in, the Idol Cave or something?
Yeah. It says they drop golden hairpins, which are worth 10,000 gil.
Oh yeah, right.
Throwing Gungnir's at him for 4k. Cecil cries, so less defense for Zeromus. That's a lot of damage. 7, like almost 8k for a throw.
So is the island cave in the? I guess it's on the Earth. Maybe even in the underworlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna go and get some gil.
Okay, so apparently this strategy is buff everyone with haste and reflex, and everyone defending except for Kane and Edge.
I
Kane
see.
just attacks and deals like 5k damage or 6k with attacks, random physical with berserk and whatever else he has.
That's interesting.
And Edge throws things and deals like 4k. It's like I'm really watching an FF9 speedrun.
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
So Meteor kills everyone, then Phoenix shows up, revives everyone except for Kane.
The Björk song about robot sex. I guess you are referring to the video, to a song that has robots engaging in what looks like sex, which is I forgot what it's called, but it's the last song on Homogenic. Isn't it called All Is Full of Love or something? It's kind of neat, isn't it? Have you actually listened to like all her albums? Why do you even ask me that? You all of a sudden seem like some kind of Björk connoisseur. Have you studied her? Anyway, is this the Eidolon Cave? Because I forgot where anything is, so I need to probably first find stuff again.
Good afternoon.
Oh hey.
Hey guys.
Hello.
It is in the underworld, so you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Says it's looks like it's just a small little island.
I see.
How is your euphoric adventure going?
My euphoric adventure. What exactly is that? Which adventure are you referring to? You mean this
Your
game?
Final Fantasy adventure? Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm actually making some progress, so that seems good.
That's good.
Wow, this is Malbors in this game. They look kind of just like salads. So there's still one chest I haven't been able to get yet. In this cave. Oh, yeah, I guess I can use auto battle. It might be kind of useful actually, if I'm just fighting such weak enemies. Kinda, yeah. This is an optional place I've been to earlier. And I'm currently just getting stuff I didn't get before. Are you saying you can set up auto battle to do other things and just physically attack? Because I don't really know how auto battle works. I just assume they attack physically all the time when it's on. I have no idea how this works. Oh, you can do it in abilities. Oh, I see now. But I guess I'll just leave it at attack. I'm not even sure what that message is supposed to mean. This isn't even obvious spam, this is like cryptic spam. Somebody should really work on their spam game. Hey with Mystic. Hey starts. I'm good, how are you?
Hey, apparently he has like a pretty set pattern actually. Black hole, big bang, black hole, osmose, big bang, osmose, repeat.
I see.
Then when he drops under NEK health, he goes osmose, big bang, black hole, flare, osmose, black hole, big bang.
I see.
And then when he's below 30k, he just does meteor, osmose, and wall.
Interesting. He has like 150,000 HP, right?
Yep. So like strategy in this random walkthrough. Get King the air and try to get Cecil to attack before it loses focus, his strength, black hole. Edge needs to steal until he gets Dark Matter. You need it for New Game Plus, but you're not doing it, so I don't think you are. And then you should throw Fuma Shurikens, Excalibur, and then just attack. Rydia and Rosa defend. When he shakes, have everyone defend for the first big bang. Recover as you have time before the next one. Can we non-stop jump, only stopping to renew darkness whenever he loses it to time or to black hole. When Zeramus uses black hole to have the first big bang, have Rydia uses Spider Silk on him, as it will be a while before the next black hole. Jump and Cecil's edge attacks are using sources of damage. Rosa stays at the ready to recover at big bangs, and Rydia basically does nothing aside from using Spider Silk when appropriate. Rydia is also a good choice to hit Kane with health recovery items counter darkness life drain. You should be able to get him down the 90k mark before the double big bang combo goes off, just keep on plugging away. Once you reach the 30k mark and meter goes off, have Edge throw the knife. And everyone go alt, take him as quickly as you can, kick back and enjoy the ending event. There you go.
So is this the Eidolon cave? It's called Passage of Eidolons. Is this where I can get the Thunder Dragon counter? Oh, this isn't the right place, you say? Oh, so Haze Wrecker. What is with the laws of physics? I mean, if the laws of physics are broken, then it's just new laws. You can't technically break the laws of physics. If you do, it just means they have never been in the place. They have never existed in the first place. My game just crashed, it's also very cool. Yeah, you're watching someone else not play a game. Isn't that the pinnacle of, I don't know what to call it, luxury? I mean, you don't have to even play the game yourself. I don't have to play the game myself either. You just have to watch somebody else not play the game. That's just, I don't know, couldn't get any more, I don't know, any more lazy. I hate Chobo Loco. Another cave. I mean another chest. But I have too many high potions. That's very sad.
How can you have too many high potions?
Well, you can only carry 99, and I was just having 99. Yeah. Hey Ghetto, how are you? Well, I guess I could finish the game right now, but I'm just gonna get some extra stuff done first. Because I can. I'm good. No, I don't have Bahamut. I don't even have... Apparently I need to actually first get to other summons called Ashura and Leviathan, and I don't even have those yet. Have you actually played this game as well? I don't know. Seems so. Oh, the spooky snake dragon slash dragon snake. The old spooky grandma enemy.
When people start to talk about Knights of the Round, I just think of Vagaster.
Will I speedrun
this game? Is it still alive?
Sorry?
Is Vagaster still alive?
I have
still doing his thing.
You mean Veg Esther from GameFAQs?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes.
I haven't really heard he might have died, but then again I don't know him, so I assume he hasn't died yet, no. Will I speedrun this game? I don't know. I don't know. Possibly not. So these are the Thunder Dragons. They are supposed to drop golden hairpins, right? Do they always drop them, or can they just possibly drop them? Yeah, I guess I can also try to steal them. Oh, Lydia just learned Tornado. That's neat. Can you actually steal golden hairpins though? Oh, it seems I actually did essentially everything I could have done in this cave already, so I'll probably just use a siren to see what enemy I get. And then I will probably... oh, this is kinda neat. That's how it works in many other games, not sure about this game though. You know, in FF7 it works like that your level is taken in comparison to the enemy level. I'm not sure about how it works in this game though. So I'm back in the Fame arc. What do I do in the Fame arc? But how do I even get those? Yeah, it seems like they are somewhere, but I'm not really sure where somewhere is. the library of this place. How do I get to the library? Is this the library? Because there's this teleporter here, but I'm not sure what this means. Do I just step into the teleporter? Then something spooky happens? Like, I don't know, I get a new fridge or something? Oh, nothing even. Oh, that's just a save point. Oh, that's stupid. An angry dream. Well, I'm sure such a thing could exist. Well, how do you even know though if you speak in your dream? Oh, this is the library. I mean, you have to probably have someone to tell you that, right? To know that you're talking in your dreams, because you can't hear yourself if you sleep, right? Kill them. Oh my god, I have to kill this ugly woman with 2 heads. That's a bit spooky. Oh, it has 3 heads? That's even worse. Well, I don't know anything about Ashua. She looks like some kind of ghost lady. Her body doesn't seem fully corporeal. Dude, this is stupid. I should know about elemental properties, but I don't know anything about them. It's really annoying. Are you fucking kidding me? Is she gonna get healed by everything? Well, that's really unfortunate. But I gave her reflect now, so she can't heal herself. At least. Well, I mean, I gave her reflect, so her healing doesn't actually affect me, because she's just gonna heal me. I already did that. The boss already has reflect, so it heals me, not herself. I mean, she should eventually die, so... How much HP does she have, though? I have no idea.
Says she has 31,000 HP.
Oh, I see. Well, that's gonna take a little while then. Where she's dead now?
Nice.
I guess I have to talk to the other guy now as well. To probably fight Leviathan. Status ailments depends on which one. Like some last the entire fight, some eventually wear off. But Reflect, for example, it doesn't actually last the entire fight. It eventually just wears off. You have to recast it. Wow, this just looks like a really weird fish.
Feel free to join us, Punk. I see you in the chat.
Well, that's what his name says. That is Leviathan. I already noticed that. Thanks for telling me.
What up?
Oh, hey.
Hey, Punk.
This is the thing you said looked like a tuna, right?
He doesn't really look like a tuna. He looks like some kind of mutated fish. Have you actually, I mean, you said you've already caught tuna in your life, but this doesn't really seem like any fish, really.
Well, that's what I said, but last time we saw this fish, I remember you saying it looked like a tuna.
I'm not so sure about that.
Does it do a little bleep sound every time I push the push to talk?
No, there's no bleep sounds.
Oh, it's only you. Only you hear it.
Okay, that's good. As long as it's not annoying anybody else.
Yeah.
Have I fought Odin? I didn't even know there was Odin in this game. I have not seen him in this game. I haven't fought him yet, no. That's got a lot of XP though, I like that.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm sure it was actually much harder than Odin. Than Leviathan.
Now you can go to the moon and get Bahamuto.
Yeah, that's true. Also, is Odin actually in the game? I'm not sure if that's real or not.
It says he's a boss for reals.
So I
in
guess
the Fey March.
in the Fey March, because I am in the Fey March right now.
Yeah, and he can be obtained as a summon. Player can challenge him in Baron Castle basement.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I'm gonna go there then. And get Odin. After my game reloads. After this amazing crash. I hope I don't have to
Again?
fight... yeah, I hope I don't have to fight, Leviathan again. But who knows? It seems I don't have to do that, that's neat. I need to just find the exit of this place. 679 kilogram. How can one even catch anything that weighs that much with, like, I don't know, a fishing rod? How does one catch something that weighs half a ton? I don't know. It seems just hard to imagine.
Yeah, the tunas I caught were pretty big and heavy and scary.
Well, how heavy is heavy?
I mean, they certainly probably weren't half a ton, but it's not easy to reel them in.
I see.
I can imagine them getting that big though.
I mean, is fishing, what do you call that? The rope that you use to fish the I don't know. Isn't it like a quite heavy material?
The line on the rod you're talking
Yeah,
about?
the line. What do you even call that? Does it have a
I think
name?
it's just called the line.
Anyway, isn't it that? Because I only really know it from like spooky murder stories which is used to like kill people. Like there's an anime called Detective Conan or Case Closed, and they like every second case it was like about somebody using fishing line to like kill someone. It's kind of strange actually. But that's an unrelated note. I need to just first find Baron Castle actually. I don't recall where it is.
Wasn't it in the Fey March still?
Baron Castle? I couldn't find the castle in there.
Oh, sorry, it's after the Fey March.
Oh, I think, yeah, this could be Baron Castle. Let's heal first though, I think. Might be good. I mean, I could use a cottage, but I don't really have many, so I'm just gonna use 2 tents, even though it's kind of a waste of time to use 2. But one tent doesn't necessarily fully heal you, so you have to use two. That's also how it works in FF9. You have to use two tents in that game to fully heal. It's actually quite annoying because why do they make such a mechanic where you have to use two items to heal, not just one? I don't know.
It's not really enough of a incentive or whatever to use it.
I mean, I don't really know what the fishing line is called, I just know that apparently it's a very durable and quite heavy material that doesn't wear or like break so easily.
Yeah, they have different materials that they're made out of. Like the deep sea ones are obviously thicker.
So where do I find Odin though? Like, do I have to talk to someone? He just called me pig. What the fuck is wrong with him?
It's in the basement.
Yeah, isn't this the basement though? Like, maybe an even deeper basement?
Oh, there's like a... I forget about the stream delay.
A secret throne room. Sounds really spooky. How do I even get to that though? I need to probably first find that, right? And that could take forever.
It says in the...
Oh,
in
I think I
Baron-
found it.
Oh, okay.
I found a spooky couch with a spooky guy sitting on it. Yeah, I just found a really hideous Odin. His horse only has 4 feet, 4 legs. That's a bit disappointing actually.
How many should it have?
At least 6. You know, in most games, and also in Norse mythology, his horse is called Sleipnir, and it has like 6 or 8 legs. But in this game it only has 4, which is a bit disappointing, isn't it?
That's a little embarrassing that I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. How much HP does Odin have, by the way? Because I'm just attacking physically and it seems to go wide like this.
It has 40,001 HP.
That might take a little bit.
Wasn't Odin like a dark elemental in FF7?
Well, there's no dark elements, but in FF7 or in most games he just inflicts instant death.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this was very simple. So now apparently I can get Bahamut, right, on the moon.
Yep.
You should start getting like flare and holy and all that in the next level or so.
Yeah. I mean, is there like anything else coming up like very late, at a very high level that I don't even know about yet?
I think you get flare and holy at 60 and meteor at 65, and I think that's about it.
I see.
I think Bahamut is the only summon left, though, isn't he?
I have no idea.
I believe so.
So now I go back to the moon, because why not? I need to just find my other spaceship though. So in this game does Odin also just kill enemies, so what does Odin do in this game? Oh right, that's still another spaceship. Why do I have like 3 different spaceships? It's kinda confusing.
When summoned by Rydia, Odin uses Zen Tetsuken to dispatch all enemies.
So I guess it's still instant death.
Yeah.
I wonder who made this animation of the moon zooming in. It seems very high quality. Is this the moon? Is this the white cave? The circular cave? Is this where I get Odin and Bahamut? I believe so. Seems so.
Yeah, it's in like some kind of donut-shaped thing with a donut hole in the middle. Should be called Lair of the Father.
Yeah, I think that's it then. I guess Odin is just the very end of this place, right? Bahamut. I mean, I think I actually have been there, but I couldn't get it because I didn't have the other summons.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You know, as I'm getting stronger, it seems I can just use auto battle to kill everything.
So all you have to do is just run around on the overworld map and then stop running.
Kind of.
So I guess you knew about when Bjork punched that interviewer lady.
Yeah, in Thailand. The airport, have you seen the video of it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was on. They showed a clip on some talk show she was on.
I see. And what do you think about that?
It was just. It's kind of funny how she just went to town on the lady.
Yeah. I mean, apparently that's not quite the image you get of Björk when you see like her early music videos. She seems like she rather peaceful, doesn't she? Almost
Yeah, I
girlish
mean,
and peaceful.
in the interview, it you know, she explained it made sense why she did it. And she used to be in a band called Sugar Squares or something.
Sugar Cubes, I think.
Yeah, do you like that band she was in?
I don't really know that band, to be honest.
I thought I might look into it.
So do you like Björk a little bit more now?
I definitely liked that one song you sent me. It was better after I listened
Hidden
to it more.
Place?
Yeah.
I see. Have you listened to like your entire album of her, or what have you done?
Not yet. I listened to 2 or 3 more songs.
I see.
And I didn't really find any other great ones. The best other one I found so far was the one about robot sex.
That's a little bit of a misrepresentation, I think.
But like that song is mainly just the one word said, or the one phrase said 4 or 5 times, you know?
All is full of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it sounds nice, but there's not much to it.
Well, not every song has to be lyrically as diverse as Rebecca Black's music, like Friday.
And she, I don't know if Icelandic people sound that way, but she almost sounds like she's from, like a Cockney accent from Britain or something.
Well, she used to live in Britain for a while, so
Well, that might explain it.
yeah. But I feel that these days she sounds more Icelandic again. She probably doesn't spend any more time in Britain, so she might have lost her British accent again.
Yeah, all the interviews I found were from a long time ago, like the 80s.
Oh, I see. You mean like the 90s? She wasn't really doing stuff in the 80s.
'88.
Oh yeah, that might be one of the earliest though, because she really only started doing music in like the late 80s, and she like started her solo career in like I think early in the 90s. You have visitors. What kind of visitors? Aliens or human beings? I hope it's friendly visitors. Yeah, I mean, I think Nicki Minaj is quite entertaining as a singer.
Next time you speedrun, you might consider doing another dramatic reading of one of her songs.
I actually think I did it once, but that was a long time ago. I could probably do it.
I would recommend the masterpiece known as Stupid Ho.
I never even heard of that song. Is it a recent song or like an old song?
It's somewhere in the middle.
I see. I never even heard of that. You know, like in Europe, you only really know about the most mainstream American music. So like, you know, Taylor Swift essentially, and that's it. Oh, I have to actually fight this guy. Somebody should have told me about that. Maybe I should have healed or something. I'm not so sure about this.
Cool, that dude is like Bahamut in human form.
Yeah. What the fuck is he doing? I don't like this.
It's Mega Flare, right?
Something bad is about to happen. Some Taylor Swift dramatic reading. Maybe I can do that as well.
Yeah, I saw Taylor Swift perform way before she was famous. She was opening up for some guy. She was like 16, 17, I guess.
Interesting.
Maybe younger than that.
How much HP does Bahamut have?
The same as the last dude, it was 40,001.
I see.
You can do it.
Oh, sorry, 45,001.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he just shoots a really big laser every once in a while that hurts a
It
lot.
seems so. I hope I can kill him before that. Actually, it seems very possible. Wait, no. He probably will die before that.
Mods.
Oh, he died. This wasn't hard at all. He didn't even do anything. I mean, I guess if he had actually attacked, I would have died, but he just was way too slow, it seems. And Rosa just learned Holy, I guess that's neat. And guess what just happened as well?
Did you crash?
Not I, but the game. So I guess this is gonna be another Bahamut fight. Because the last one wasn't exciting enough. I mean, Flare's really useful. I should probably first give haste to Rydia, so she can cast more Flare and easily kill the enemy. Then again, I should probably first slow the enemy. Seems like more important. Wait, she hasn't actually done Flare yet? That really sucks. Oh, never mind.
Man, I just found out that they put a Midgar stage in Super Smash Bros. 4.
Interesting. I mean, they also have Cloud as a character, right? Or is that Super Smash Bros? Oh, that's the right game then.
Yeah, 4 is the newest one.
So I guess it makes sense.
I have it on the 3DS, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard they added Cloud, but I didn't know they were adding stages.
I see. So I just learned Bahamut. I guess it's gonna be quite useful.
You're not into Smash Bros, Gynos?
No, I mean I played as a child, but I was never really very good at it or enjoyed it too much. I mean it's quite a fun party game, but I'm not into fighting games because I don't know, I never really got into them.
It's the only fighting game I like.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I see. So I'm gonna fight some more colons.